If you're anything like me, you're a lazy player and you want to be able to enjoy all the good things in FIFA 22 Ultimate Team by putting as little effort into the game. And that's exactly what we're going to be going through in today's video. But before we do get into the video, one of the easiest ways to have success without actually having to do much is to go and buy coins. And there is no better place than Mule Factory. Head over there to get yourself some cheap, fast FIFA 22 coins, completely reliable. And if you use Fnatic5 at checkout, you'll also get yourself a 5% discount. Link can be found in the description down below. But getting back into the video, being lazy in FIFA 22 Ultimate Team means not putting a lot of effort in or spending too much time. If you were to spend quite a bit of your time playing different matches in different game modes, then you're not really being lazy. You're there taking a time of 15 to 20 minutes per match, depending if it is online, single player, or if you go into extra time and penalties. And of course, that does take quite a bit of time. It's also very similar to the likes of different types of trading methods, such as icon trading, which can take anywhere between 5 minutes all the way up to 30 minutes just to find a good deal. Instead, we want something that's going to take a fraction of the time plus also the fraction of the effort. So the first way is by going through objectives. Now, there are a mix of different objectives that are there. Of course, if you're going to be going over to your seasonal rewards, yes, the first couple of ranks may just take a couple matches where you're able to progress through them. But once you get to those later stages, you're going to have to play 10, 20, 30 matches just to rank up once. And the good thing is that these aren't the objectives that we're talking about. There are other objectives which are extremely easy, especially if you are just starting Ultimate Team and you haven't yet gone through the basics. The basics is a great way to start this game because you're able to go through them and you just need to change a player's position, make sure that you get chemistry links, apply contracts to a player, apply contracts to a manager, and all of this is there so that you can kickstart your Ultimate Team. These objectives right at the beginning won't give you an insane amount. You won't have 100k just by completing a few of them. But it will kick things off, and it's so much better to use these right at the beginning than if you was to actually go and play a match. This is exactly what we did in our most recent trading series when we're going from 0 coins to 1,000,000 coins just by trading. To begin with, I did need coins in the account just so that I can use those coins to buy players. And instead of playing a match, I spent 5 minutes going through these objectives, which gave me more coins than if I did finish that match. If you haven't just started Ultimate Team, there are other ways in which you can use these. There's some very simple objectives that we get every single week. You just need to make sure that you're going through these, see what they are, and make sure that you are completing them. The second way to get easy coins is to look at your preview packs. Every single day, you're able to go over to the store and you're able to preview a gold pack and a silver pack. Now, as this is a pack, it isn't guaranteed for you to get anything good, but the good thing is that you can keep on doing this every single day. And as time goes on throughout the whole of FIFA 22, you're going to get something at some point. This is a situation where you need to be in it to win it. And as long as you are doing this as part of your daily routine, which literally takes less than a minute, then you will be in good hands at some point. There's been some players that have managed to go and get icons from their silver packs and even managed to go and get some crazy expensive players during a major promo. You just want to go into the store, go down to your gold packs, look at the preview pack, open it, and if you get something worth more than what the pack is worth, then you'll buy that pack and sell those players on. If you was in that position, you're then able to preview another gold pack. If you don't get anything good, that's where you'll just back out and you'll wait 24 hours until that item has expired, and then EA will allow you to yet again preview another pack. Most people look at the gold packs and do this, but they also forget that you can do this with silver packs, and this is where you're probably going to get a lot of your coins. Silver players end up being worth more than gold players because not as many people open silver packs to get silver players. So make sure that you're going through both of these, and at some point you will be able to get some very easy coins out of them. Moving on to our third way to be lazy within Ultimate Team and still sticking within the store, we have the bronze pack method. Now, bronze packs don't have preview packs like we said with silvers and golds, but they have got a 750 coin bronze pack, and you can continue to open this. Bronze players, even though they're not needed within your main Ultimate Team, they're still desirable to complete SBCs, so they still have value. You just need to go through the store, go all the way down to bronze packs, open the 750 coin bronze pack, and you'll be able to get a mix of players, consumables, and different types of kits and badges. With each player, you're going to compare their price, and if they sell for more than 200 coins on their lowest buy now, then you're going to list them on a transfer market. If they are listed 150 coins bid, 200 coins buy now, and it looks like there's a lot of them with no one really buying them, it's a waste of your time to list them to the transfer market. It's going to take way too long to sell, and chances are they won't sell. So store them to your club. With the players that you send to the transfer list, you keep on relisting, and eventually they will sell. And you can get some very expensive players. If you get a Premier League bronze player, they can sell anywhere between 2,000 to 4,000 coins. That doesn't just pay for the bronze pack that you just opened, but it also pays for another 2 bronze packs on top. You will notice when going through this method that it's likely that you're going to get someone that sells in every single pack. With the players that don't sell, they've been stored to the club and you can use them for SBCs. Now with this type of method, if you really want to scale this up, you do need to put a bit of time in, so it's not technically lazy, but it requires next to no effort. You're just buying packs, comparing players, storing them to your club, or send them to the transfer list. And even though if you were looking to scale this up quite a bit, you're going to need to put some time in, I don't. I only open about 10 to 20 packs per day. It really doesn't take me too long, and as long as I keep on doing this on a daily basis, gradually over time my club will keep on increasing as I get more players, better silver players. Those silver players get upgraded to gold players and so on, and also I get to build up my coin balance. The fourth way to be lazy in Ultimate Team is by selecting and using some of the lazy trading methods. There are of course some methods within this game that can take quite a bit of time. One example, and it's something that most people will be using, is a sniping filter. Or a sniping filter, yes, you don't have to do too much. You don't need to change anything apart from the price as you go down and continuously search the market. But with that, it does mean that you do need to sit at your console as long as you are doing that sniping filter. There are other methods such as bulk bidding, for example, which we talk about a lot on this channel, where I'm able to find a player, bid on them, and even though they're expiring over the next 10 to 15 minutes, I can put my controller down and walk away. If I get outbidded, really don't care, because I'm probably going to win anywhere between 30 to 40 deals. I'll win the majority of them. So by the time those 15 minutes are up, I'll come back to my console, list the players that I managed to win, and I should be able to make a couple hundred coins per trade. But because I do have 30 to 40, it will lead to me making thousands of coins. And then I'll just do the exact same thing again. I will then bid on another 50 players. It takes about 5 minutes at a max, and then put my controller down and do something completely different. This is an extremely lazy method, and the reason that I do talk about it all the time is because it is a very good method to use. You just need to find a good player. And once you've found a player, it's always nice knowing that you can go back to them if you are struggling for coins. And the final way to be lazy within Ultimate Team is to forfeit a lot of your matches. Now for some game modes, it's not worth doing. You shouldn't do this within Division Rivals because it has no benefit, and you also shouldn't really do this within Squad Battles. But you can do it within FUT Champions. On a weekly basis, if you are looking to qualify and also go into the FUT Champions final, there are a total of 30 games. And you really don't need to go through every single one of them for you to be successful. When it comes to the FUT Champions playoff, I try to win 4 matches, and then for the other 6, I will just forfeit. Depending when this video goes out, and also depending when you're watching this, because seasons always change, pretty much I play the bare minimum of matches that I need to actually qualify for the weekend league. This is the part that takes the most effort, but as soon as that's done, I will forfeit the rest of my matches. It does mean that I get a slightly less reward when it actually goes through the FUT Champions playoffs, and you do get rewarded immediately after finishing all your matches, but it does mean that I'm able to go for it quite quickly. When it rolls round to the weekend league, it's all dependent on whether or not gameplay is good. Typically, I have the intention of forfeiting my first 10 matches. Now this doesn't mean that I'm going to be 0 and 10, because occasionally I will come up to a player who has kickoff and their intention is to do the exact same thing. So they'll score an own goal and forfeit before I can forfeit myself. It's not uncommon for me to be 4 and 6 after having the intention of forfeiting 10 matches in a row. The worst that I've had it is 2 and 8. But with the final 10 games that I have within the FUT Champions final, they're slightly easier. Because of my first 10 games where my record is not good, it's led to me having a lower skill rating, and that leads to me having to play other players with lower skill ratings, either because they're doing the same thing by forfeiting all their matches, or they're just not that good. Now, depending on the weekend will depend whether or not I will continue to forfeit all of my matches in which I will still be able to get wins, or whether or not I do try to play them. But either way you look at it, I am playing a fraction of the total amount of games, and I'm still able to get fairly decent rewards with putting a very small amount of time in compared to what other players are doing, and also a very small amount of effort. Forfeiting matches and also just playing against players with lower skill ratings, yeah, it doesn't take much effort on my part. Anyway guys, there are 5 different ways in which you can be lazy within FIFA 22 Ultimate Team but still retrieve the rewards at the end. If you went through these 5 steps and did nothing else, you will still be able to build up your account quite successfully and still have a very good team. If you do have any questions about anything, then please feel free to leave them in the comment section down below. Anyway guys, I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. But for now, I'm going to see ya.